Welcome everybody, it's me, Ski Couple, and today we're gonna be doing the SCP SCP guide. Over the few years, basically every SCP changed, be it a lot or just minor changes. Either way, it can be confusing to play as an SCP right now, and I'm gonna show you how to play as the SCPs in this video. As you can see, this is quite a bit of a different video with my silhouette going on. I wanted to do a like cool little mystery thing. If you like my videos, I'd appreciate if you drop a like and consider subscribing too. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Without further ado, let's start. Also, the mic quality might be a little worse because it's more far away from my mouth, you know. But first, let's get out of like containment zone, shall we? Can the green screen stop moving? What the f? I want to give you a general important tip, and it's really easy to do. When you spawn as an SCP and are a new player and have no idea how the abilities work, press F1. It will show you what the SCP is called, and it will also give you a small description, and you can see the abilities of the SCP too. If there is one thing you should remember from this video, it's this. And if you know the abilities and the hotkeys of the SCP, it's only a matter of time until you figure out how to play them. Also, if you see that an SCP got a small or large rework, always check F1 again, even as an experienced player, to see if you are up to date with the mechanics. Now, we will go over all SCPs in a little more detail, and common mistakes, as well as how to solve these common mistakes. Also, I quickly want to tell you that the footage of the SCPs might not be mine. I will credit the channels that I used the clips from. This is due to me going on vacation in a few days, so this video is a struggle to make. SCP-173, also known as Peanut or Matthew, is the tankiest SCP in the game, spawning with the most HP. He also went through a huge rework a while ago, I don't remember how long, maybe a year or two, changing his appearance completely. If you need to prevent your SCP's mates from getting tons of damage, then block all the damage as 173, and be careful that you don't get killed, of course. You are also, while not getting looked at, the fastest SCP in the game, meaning that if you have to deactivate PC generators, you are the preferred SCP to do that. If you don't know what generators are, don't worry, we will talk about them later. As SCP-173, breaking line of sight is often really important. This is because while getting looked at, you move at a snail's pace and have to teleport, or how the game calls it, blink from place to place. If that happens and you get shot at, it's best to just break line of sight, like being next to a door, so that you can regain your HP and try again. Because you can get killed by a single person maybe, if you are too bad and don't break line of sight. Doing this line of sight breaking thing efficiently, you can actually reliably take down a few MTF, because 173 on its own is very bad against crowds. You should rather let the other SCPs take care of that and be the help for them. You know the good old quote, teamwork makes the dream work. I'm so good. That is basically all I have to say about 173. Don't forget to use your poop ability, and also don't forget to disable breakneck speeds or whatever the speed boost ability is called. Since you can't snap necks with that enabled, only use that for traversal or to get in front of somebody. Also, if you don't have an 079, be careful not to get stuck in 914, since it's a classic trap for 173 to go into 914 and get stuck. SCP-096, aka Shy Guy, is the SCP with the best crowd eliminating capabilities, meaning you want this dude at the front when MTF spawn. He did go through a ton of nerfs, and even then I still think he is really good at killing an entire MTF spawn. Fun fact, 096 and 079 can spawn in a single round together due to obvious reasons. They are a very strong duo, and yeah, it would be kind of unfair. But 096 and 173 can spawn in a single round, and I don't care what anybody says, and I don't care if it is a skill issue, it's unfair fighting both of these guys at the same time. It's just peak stress, period. With 096, when somebody looks at you, you have to now manually activate your rage. This is a small change. In rage mode, you can pry gates and fit through them, so use that as your advantage. For example, right-click on the door in front of 914 so that your crying goes away. Then, when you are enraged and they try to close the gate on you, simply right-click the gate, kill everyone, and to get out, right-click it again while being raged. A very simple and classic method to kill most of the people in 914. You can do something similar in entrance zone checkpoint for MTF, but also remember that there is a cooldown after your rage finishes, and that is your most vulnerable state. The MTF can easily kill you in those few seconds, so be sure that there are no manned people around when you derage. The next SCP I'd quickly like to cover is 049, aka the Plague Doctor. He was previously a very slow SCP. You could just outrun him by walking, but he is now noticeably quicker if you use the new target mechanic. I forgot the hotkey, but I think it was F, and if you press it while there is a person in front of you, you basically target the person and become quicker while chasing him, making him a way easier target. This is great for people scattered around, but it's pretty useless against a crowd. Except you create enough zombies and charge at a crowd. Create zombies using the correct hotkey on fresh corpses as signature ability for 049. Dead zombies can be resurrected at any time except if the zombie that died denied it, because now you can deny it if you don't like playing zombie to be resurrected a second time. There isn't a limit to how many zombies you can create. You can also give them shield by pressing a hotkey, and as long as they are near you, then the shield will replenish. 049 doesn't insta one-shot anymore, but one hit will slowly drain a person's health until he dies, except he has enough medkits, but you can also two-shot people. Be careful with crowds, as 049, since bullets can deal a lot of damage to him. A group of guards can easily take down 049. You are one of the less tankier SCPs. Great for single people, but not really for crowds. 049 overall just got a small overhaul, and it makes them a lot nicer to play. Let's also quickly cover 049-2, which is the zombie. There isn't much to say about him. He doesn't really have any abilities except for eating corpses to regain health, and yeah, he still isn't that much fun to play as, but he can be fun in crowds. Just try to kill single people. He doesn't have much HP, and yeah, generally be a support for the bigger and better SCPs. But for single people, 049-2 is still a good SCP. Let me drink real quick. Next is SCP-106, aka Larry. He got an overhaul, but also got nerfed, since now he doesn't one-shot anymore. You have an energy meter which fills up every time you go into the ground. While in the ground, you can move around. With tab, you can teleport to nearby locations. What you can do is teleport to entrance zones, checkpoint, and kill a few guards, for example. You can tank bullets better as 106 than other SCPs, since they don't deal as much damage to him, but you should still be careful against a crowd. You can take a crowd by surprise from behind while they are attacking someone else, and generally lurking in the shadows doesn't hurt as 106. You are able to pass through doors, glass, and gates as 106. This means that you can go to 914 and put a few people in the pocket dimension. You need to hit people twice to put them in the pocket dimension. In the pocket dimension, oh my god, can somebody do a pocket dimension counter? In the pocket dimension, the people have to choose one of a few ways. In the pocket dimension, the people have to choose one of a few ways. In the pocket dimension, the people have to choose one of a few ways. Let's go. And most of the ways mean death, with only a small percentage of ways to get out. It means death for most people. If you hit them only once, they will survive, although damaged, and they will be traumatized, meaning you can't see them all the time. Overall, 106 is still a great SCP despite his nerf in my opinion. The most annoying aspect of the nerf are the breathing sounds in my opinion. He sounds like a zombie now. The next SCP is SCP-939, our favorite dog with a huge booty. It also got a major overhaul, including a new model, new abilities, and overall everything is completely new. You can jump on a target now, which will kill him instantly, like launch yourself at it. You can still do regular hits, and it takes a few hits to kill a target. You can't talk to people anymore with your voice, but you can play basically every sound in the game. You can replicate footsteps, grenades, adrenaline, cola sounds, everything. And you can also make that sound play somewhere while you are somewhere else. So you can do nice shenanigans, sound shenanigans, you know. Also, when you kill someone, their voice will be recorded before their death, and you can play it as a voice line at any time. It's really funny, so if you're about to get killed by a dog, say something funny, so we can play it. You can also deploy a gas, and people inside the gas cannot see you. People outside of the gas can see you and won't be invisible if you are in the gas but the target isn't. So both the target and you have to be in the gas so that you are invisible. So be careful with that. You can catch people off guard around corners or when they open doors. Just use the launching ability and insta-kill them, and continue to do those sneaky plays on MTF or whoever it is that you want to kill. Man, I'm out of breath already. I don't know how YouTubers do this long videos, man. Now comes the SCP that is probably the reason why you clicked on this video. SCP-079. Last but not least, we have the best SCP in the game, 079, also known as the computer or PC. A good PC makes a difference between winning or losing the game. On its own, the PC is very weak, but with good teamwork, you can be very strong. There are multiple tiers for the PC. On tier 1, you can do basic things like open doors and stuff, move around, you know, what's included in the general package. And you spawn on tier 1. On tier 2, you can do blackouts, on tier 3, you can do lockdowns, and on tier 4, you can do scans. And on tier 5, you can do zone blackouts, which black out entire zones. But I've never come that far, to be honest. I usually win the round at tier 4. Okay, so on tier 1, help your teammates find light containment zone by opening doors, telling them the way, and pinging the right way. Being able to talk is very important as PC, so please have a microphone. It's very important to talk in this game no matter what you are. On tier 2, you can blackout, which on itself isn't that strong, but can still be helpful. But it gets really helpful on tier 3 when you can do lockdowns and blackouts at the same time, which is great for MTF waves since they can't see anything, they can't open doors, they're trapped with the SCP, they're basically dead. And lockdowns on their own are good when the SCPs are chasing someone and you need to slow the target down. You can also talk to people with V at any time, given you have enough power. All the stuff you do requires power, it is a bar. You have to keep track of that all the time. But it recharges automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. And by being an assist to your teammates, you gain this XP, and with that XP you get new tiers. So you basically get XP by doing helpful stuff to your team. Okay, back to the tiers. If it is late in the round and there are only a few people left, then you can do scans in zones with tier 4. And with that scan, the person will make a loud pinging noise so that your SCP mates know where the person is. And the person will also be visible on your map. To be faster as PC, learn to use WASD. It's much faster than clicking and it's pretty easy to get the hang of. If you're still confused, you can move on your map as well. I usually do a combination of the map and WASD, like a combination of everything. On the map, you can see your SCP mates marked as a red dot, and on the top left corner you can see how many people are still alive and what role they are. There are 3 generators on the map. People with the correct keycard can activate these generators, and they take like 2 minutes to complete. If 3 of them are completed, the room to you will be accessible, which is 079's room with the 2 gates. It has tons of loot and a red button. If somebody shoots that red button, you are dead. So if somebody activated the generator, Tell your SCP mates immediately so they can turn it off. I know PC is pretty difficult and maybe even boring to play for some, but it's no doubt the most important SCP in the game, so learning to play it is a must. It's also my personal favorite SCP, next to Dog. Hehe. Whew, we are finally done. All in all, you need to consider that only playing the game will teach you all the mechanics. You need to build what's called a game sense, a feel for the game. And when you do that, after a couple dozen hours, you will naturally get the hang of the game. I hope these tips can accelerate that process for you, but trust me, once you get the hang of this game, it's a blast. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and leave a like. Thank you for watching. And this video took me so long to make. Please drop a like. Please drop a like. Alright, that's it. Thanks so much. See you.
What the actual am I witnessing?